Jaeden Lieberher. Thank you, Jaeden. Thank you. Welcome to the country.
Thank you, thank you.
This is your first time in our country.
Yes, it is. Glad to be here.
And what do you know about our country before you came? What did Andy tell you before you came?
Well, the director of it actually gave us... gave us some recommendations, where to go to eat and stuff like that. And I'm really happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I want to talk about your career. You started in the acting world very early, very small. What made you decide to become an actor?
Well, it's something that I didn't know I wanted to do. I grew up watching movies and it wasn't really available for me, but when I moved to LA, it was introduced to me, and I fell in love with it.
And what kind of movie do you watch in your childhood?
I grew up on 80s movies, and gangster movies, a lot of gangster movies, like Goodfellas, and but I also grew up with Goonies, Stand By Me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Wonderful movies like this.
Yes, yes.
Great. Before you came to it, you worked with Bill Murray in St. Vincent. How was the experience working with him?
Well, it was a great honor working with him, because that was my first movie, and I was nervous just about working with a movie and working with someone like that on that scale, and he opened me up to a new world of acting and showed me the way and how not to be nervous and how to be comfortable in my own skin. And it was definitely scary at first. He's a very intimidating person, but eventually I grew on him and we became very close.
Later you play Johnny in Master of Sex, the series. How was the experience in an adult series?
Well, he's a very angry character, so I had to experiment with different emotions on that scale.
This is the first. This is a first question about it. Do you remember the audition with Andy, or your first audition for the character for Bill?
Well, at first I went out for Eddie, Jack Razor, and I think Andy thought I was smaller than I actually am. So, and then after that I went out for Bill, and I think it was about five auditions. It was a really long process, and eventually I had a chemistry read with all of the other actors, and all of the other losers, and 20 plus other actors, and that was a very scary experience, and I had never done anything like that before, but I was super excited to be auditioning for this because there were already fans from the book or from the miniseries, and luckily, you know, everyone was nervous about it, but luckily it worked out, and people seemed to like the movie.
And did you read the original book before getting the character?
No, I didn't. It's too long.
Yes, it's a great book.
I read a good percentage of it.
Yeah.
Maybe half.
Yeah. And how was your first impression when you read the script? first impression of the screen?
Well, I think it's very, it definitely, it's different from the miniseries, and I had watched the miniseries, and I thought it was different, but it definitely pays a lot of respect to the original book, and I think that the characters were really well developed, and they had a great dynamic, and I was just excited to be a part of it.
We have the relationship with Georgie, with Jackson.
Well, that was it's a weird film, a weird scene to film because we already knew what was going to happen and that he was going to turn into this, or that Pennywise was going to kind of manipulate him, and you know, already watching him scream "You'll float too" over and over again was kind of disturbing, seeing him act all nice in this scene. But it was a nice dynamic, and I think that he did a great job in being natural and also being demonic.
Mm-hmm. For you, it was difficult to make a character with stuttering?
Yes, it was difficult. It's different than anything I've ever done, and I kind of just developed it by watching YouTube videos and watching different kids stutter and how to stutter, and different actors who had stuttered in their movies, and I had to find a balance between it being kind of soft and it being super extreme. So I had to find that balance, and eventually I found it.
Tell us about the first encounter with the losers in the set. How was the experience, the first face-to-face with the losers?
Well, it's kind of funny because when they first announced who was playing who, I, of course, Googled everyone's name and I looked at their pictures, and everyone looked really young. So meeting them for the first time, you know, I didn't know what to expect. And I mean, the first day we met each other, it felt like we had known each other for years. We got along for some reason, somehow. We got along so well on the first day, and we still spent so much time together. We spent 24/7 with each other during that summer, and we still see each other every weekend, and we're all best friends.
If I tell you a name like Sofia Lilis, what can you say? How was it working with you?
I love Sofia. She's very, very talented actor, as you know. But she's also she's so humble, and she doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know, you know, how much, you know, talent she has, and I think that's what's really great about her is that she's so humble, and everything just goes over her head, and nothing gets to her. And sometimes when you're this successful, you get a big head. But I know that will never happen to Sophia.
And Finn Walker. What can you say about Finn?
What can I say about Finn? No, I love Finn. He's also one of my best friends, and very talented, very funny, and just him and Jack, their dynamic in the movie and off screen it's just fun to watch, and you know, every minute with them is an entertaining minute.
And Jeremy Wright Taylor?
Jeremy is my favorite, personally.
And
I love Jeremy. He is so sweet, and I I made it very clear to every one of them, every one of the losers. I say, Jeremy is my favorite, and there's nothing that can change that.
Yeah. How was the experience the first time with Bill as Pennywise?
Well, Andy, he made the decision that we should not see Pennywise until we actually have to shoot with him. So we had been shooting for maybe a month and a half. Just normal, fun summer scenes with everyone, with all the kids, and then one day we shoot a scene with Pennywise. And we had never seen him before, and it was when Jack was stuck in the room and he had just broke his arm, and Pennywise was on top of him, and then Richie and I bust in, and then we try to save him, and he turns and looks at us, and just the way his eyes move and his teeth are the scariest thing actually, and his voice. I think Bill Skarsgård did an incredible job of creating a character that is not human. He went above and beyond that I think anyone thought he could do, and I think he crushed it.
How is your relationship with the clowns? Do you like this character?
No, I don't like clowns. Does anyone like clowns? No. No.
Do you have nightmares during the shooting?
No, I mean it's easy to it's easy to forget that stuff when you're with your friends and you're surrounded by cameras and lights and the crew members.
Yeah. Que estuvo aquí en el escenario. How was working with Andy?
Andy is he's another one of the most talented people I've ever met. I think he is such a great director because he can bring out such great performances, but also because he creates such a nice environment on set, and he makes everyone feel like they're part of a family, and the crew, and no one is excluded ever. Him and Barbara, the producer, I think just the most amazing people, and they're from Argentina, so.
How many times did you see the movie?
How many times have I seen? Twice, I think. Yeah, only 2 times.
And the first one was in the premiere?
I saw a screening actually before, and actually the screening had no effects, no music. It was, it was as good as something like that can be. It was very, very rough cut. And so I didn't know what to expect until I actually saw the movie at the premiere. And usually when you watch a movie, you can tell if it's good or not. But with that, nothing was done except for, our acting was in it. And but I haven't seen it that much, and I wasn't scared at all of it.
It was an amazing success of the film. It was a surprise for you, the success of the film?
Yeah, a little bit. I knew it was coming when the trailer was #1, but I was nervous. I think everyone was nervous because, like I said before, there are fans from the book and from the miniseries, and people might be critical about it. But it all worked out.
It's difficult being an actor and at the same time go to school and have a normal childhood.
Kind of, but all of the losers, we have each other to kind of keep each other grounded, and so. But doing that movie, it wasn't like filming a movie, it was like being at summer camp.
The last question is, what changed in your life and your career after this movie?
I think not much. I mean, I do get the opportunity to travel to great places like Argentina, and I I get to do so many great things, and I get to meet you guys, and I'm really thankful for that. But overall, it's been a really great experience.
You're very kind. Did you feel good?
I feel great.
Great, thank you. You're very welcome. Un aplauso.